Okay, hello everyone. So, as you can see from the title, we have COVID. So, we also have little man back. Hey, come here. I don't know how long we're gonna have him for because obviously we are isolating. So, he's probably gonna have to go back to mama's, aren't you? Right, let's fill you in. So, obviously, we got back on Saturday. Yeah? Jack's sitting here, he's working, hence why I'm doing this. So we got back on Saturday with the symptoms of what we thought was just the illness that we'd had. If you have watched the holiday vlog, you'll know we didn't have very good luck on holiday. I had a kidney infection and then we got food, I don't want to call it poisoning because it was not that level, was it? But we were ill, presumably off the food or off the aircon, we're not sure. And we also both had scratchy throats and stuffed nose. I didn't know if that was off my kidney infection or off the aircon, but Jack had it as well, so we assumed it was off the aircon. So we came back Saturday. We were both feeling, baby boy, what are you doing? We were both feeling fine, apart from the fact that, Jack, look at him. You just, thank you, handsome. That's so lovely. That's such lovely cuddles from Mum. On Saturday, we actually both felt fine, apart from the scratchy throat and the blocked nose. Oh, as well, hang on, actually, I'll come on to that. So we went out, we didn't have Oakley because we didn't get in. Are you stuck? Yeah, we didn't get in until 4 AM on Saturday morning. So we slept in late and then we basically cleaned the house. We blitzed the house because we knew we were getting this one back, so we just wanted it clean before he got back. And then we went to the cinema and went out for some food. So yeah, then Sunday we got this one back. We were actually in all day before that, apart from Jack went to do the food shop because we didn't have any food in. So we went to get Oakley back, so we saw my grandparents. We sat, you are hurting me, little boy. We went and sat with my grandparents in the garden and we were feeling fine. But then after that, Jack was like, God, my body is aching. And I was like, what do you mean? And then also at the same time, I was like, God, my throat feels swollen. Like, it doesn't feel scratchy. I'd lost the scratchy throat probably like 2-3 days after it started, so like mid-holiday. So I was like, God, it feels like swollen. Like, it doesn't feel like painful, but it feels like my glands are like swollen or my tonsils are swollen. And then when Jack was like, my body's aching, I was like, should we do a COVID test? So we got a test off my mama because we ran out apparently. We have COVID tests, but we'd lost the tubes for our COVID tests. Also, sorry, my lashes, disgusting. I'm really, really embarrassed to be on here like this, but obviously I have COVID. I can't get my lashes done. Also, my sister has COVID. Well, she hasn't replied. She might have COVID. Anyway, not from me, from other people. Anyway, so we got a test off my mama, and on Monday, we weren't feeling great. And on Monday, Jack did a test, and Jack tested positive. We couldn't do a test for me because we had no test. We only got one test from mama because we didn't think it was gonna come back positive, and Jack was meant to be going into work on Tuesday. So we couldn't do a test for me. So on Tuesday, I went out and got some tests from Boots with my mask on, and I like stayed back from everyone. And I did a test on Tuesday, which is yesterday. I'm filming this on Wednesday, which was yesterday, and my test has came back positive. So we both have COVID. We are not sure when this has happened. We have so many different theories because it could be so many different times. There is the possibility that we got it going out there. We are pretty confident we've got it from the plane rather than the hotel. We don't know which flight it was though, because it could be the flight there or the way back, because the reason that we have for it might be the flight on the way there is that I lost my taste during the holiday, and I just assumed that was down to the kidney infection and having like because my sinuses were gone. Like, it was the type of thing where my sinuses, you know, when you have like blocked sinuses and they're painful, it was like that. So I just assumed it was off the aircon or the kidney infection. So I completely lost my taste, which is obviously COVID. But that's kind of the only, apart from like the aircon, scratchy throat kind of stuff, that's the only real symptoms we had on holiday. But the thing that's making us think that maybe it's not, maybe we didn't have it on holiday, is that we've done the tests on Monday and Tuesday, which would be, I'm sorry, Oakley squeaking his ball. If we got it on the flight over there, Monday and Tuesday would be day, it was the Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it would be day 10 and 11 if we got it on the flight over there.
What now?
Yeah, like when we did the tests, it would be day 10 and 11, and our lines are not kind of up for debate. There is a very, I just take a scratch myself in the face. There is a very, very solid line for both of us, so that's the only thing that's making us think maybe it's not, because if we were on day 10 and 11, we would probably both assume that it would be going by now, and we had symptoms on Monday. On the flight back, we're assuming it could be that because there was so much coughing on that plane. Baby boy, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna have to take that away from you. If the you can have rabbit. If the subscribers have doggies, that's gonna make them go mental. We're gonna have to put it, you can have it after. Look, have rabbit. There was so much coughing on the plane, but we just assumed everybody had a scratchy throat from the aircon. We were coming from Egypt, everybody's gonna have been in aircon, and everyone says that you get colds and stuff off aircon. So we just assumed everyone was coughing off aircon, but there was a girl behind us. Our coughing was considerable. We were like literally like, because I'm still a bit, I'm definitely better with COVID, but I have always been like really like on top of COVID. I haven't broke any rules, like that kind of thing. So when she was coughing like that, me and Jack were just both looking at each other like, but we didn't think anything of it. So it could be that. Another option could be that we got it from the hotel. The majority of people that we spoke to in the hotel said that they were ill, but that could have been just off the food. But we have like since looked at the symptoms, and sickness and diarrhea can be a sign of COVID. But we think the staff would have been ill if it was the hotel, but it doesn't really matter where we got it. It's pretty damn certain that we got it from holiday, regardless if it was the flight, the hotel, being out and I mean, it wouldn't have been being out and about. We only left the hotel once, but it doesn't matter. We have it. And this is not, I am not saying this isn't our fault. This is 100% our fault. We weren't as careful as what we have been. This is probably the first time we went traveling and kind of just was like, right, we can just go back to normal. And I completely understand that as a privileged sentence. I know that it is not back to normal for a lot of people who have disabilities and respiratory stuff and things like that. But for us, we just make the decision of being like, right, okay, well, it'll be fine. Like, this is the first flights that we've done without wearing masks, and we paid for it, essentially. We've got it. We should have been more careful, but like, it's hard to find out. I think like now, the place that we are at with COVID, it's very hard to know what to still do, because like I say, we've always been very, very careful with COVID, like very, very careful with it. It's very, very hard to know what to do, because the majority of the population seems to have just gone back to their life as normal, and like COVID's not even here anymore, when it is for a lot of people, which is how I've been living my life. But then because we are now like July 2022, we're like 2.5 years after, I was just like, you know what, I've been so careful the entire way through, I've been so careful. I've only just stopped wearing my mask. I'm just gonna go on holiday and be fine with it, and that's my decision for me, kind of thing. And it was the wrong decision to make, apparently. We are fine, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's very, very annoying. And there was a very, very, very important appointment I was meant to go to today, like on the Wednesday, and I've literally, this is not an exaggeration, I've been waiting 4.5 years for this appointment, and it was meant to be today, and I got COVID. So there was a few tears once that line came back, because obviously I can't do that appointment anymore. So we are isolated. Obviously there is no legal requirement to isolate, so like we're just going off what we feel comfortable with other people, and I think we're gonna do it in the way of we're just testing, probably not every day at the minute because we're pretty confident that it's gonna come back positive, but maybe we're on Wednesday, maybe from Friday, testing like every day, and then just waiting for one of us to get, well, not one of us, both of us, to get a negative line back, and then we'll stop isolating.
Yeah, I'd say it would be an idea to do it every other day, each of us.
Yeah, one
and then so say like you've tested yesterday. If I test today, for example, and I come back negative, then you do a test as well, and we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think there's any point in doing it today though, because we're both still positive, like we're both still ill. Yeah. So we definitely are gonna isolate for as long as we need to. We're not gonna, because I think the official guidance at the minute is like isolate between 3 and 5 days after your positive test, but we just, I don't know, we just don't feel comfortable with that. We don't want to give this to anybody. There are still so many people in this world where if they get it, it's not good. So we're gonna do it until we get a negative test, both of us, we think. And even then, I think if we both have symptoms, we might wait a little bit longer. We just don't want it to give it to anybody. But now we obviously, we have been out and about with it, and we do feel awful about it, but I'm not going to come on here and be like, oh yeah, we isolated as soon as we got back and we didn't go anywhere. We did, and I feel horrendous for it, and we probably shouldn't have when we had like symptoms, but we just thought it was off the aircon, so I feel disgusting about it, and I am very, very apologetic for it. And we were like, I'm not trying to make excuses for myself here, but we were careful. We don't sit next to people at the cinema. We always make sure there's room. We were the only people in for the food thing. And obviously my family, who we've been around, we've told, and they're just gonna keep an eye out for symptoms and stuff. So we have been isolating in this 40-degree heat wave. Oakley's been fine because he's still knackered off being with my grandparents for a week, but it's starting to wear off now. He's starting to get a little bit agitated, so we might have to send him back to my grandparents because it's just not fair. Like, he's a Cocker Spaniel and we don't have a big garden that he can exercise in, and I know people are just gonna be like, do enrichment. Oakley does enrichment probably 3 times a day. It doesn't even touch the sides. Like, he does not care about enrichment, so he might have to go back to my grandparents, but we've just been trying to keep cool because we can't leave the house. Yeah, that's where we're at. I'm just rambling now, but we have COVID and we are isolating, so I'm gutted. It's just so annoying because I was so careful. Like, no, I don't know how to put this across to you guys about how careful I was. Like, people, like even family member, like our family members have been iffy with me because of how careful I have been with COVID. Like, asking permission if they can, how have you found a squeaker? Asking permission before they can like touch me and everything. So I was so freaking careful, and 2.5 years later, I got it. It's the week that was a really important appointment. Anyway, yeah. I think, right, I was gonna make this into a bit of a vlog, but I've talked for a while, so I don't think I am, and it's gonna be boring as hell. We've literally been doing the same thing. Jack's still working because we do feel ill, but he's fine with working. It's just obviously he can't go into work. I'm starting to feel better. I don't know about you.
Probably
better, not like good, but better. Jack's got the cough. I haven't got the cough. I've just still got a bit of like a bung nose and tiredness. Tiredness was my main thing. Like on Tuesday, no, Monday, I felt knackered. Like I felt really, really tired. So I've got the tiredness, Jack's got the cough. Little man's fine. You don't care, do you? You just want to be out and about? Thank you. So Jack's been working down here because upstairs in his office is just too hot, and I have brought, well, Jack brought my computer over so I can work from the settee. You were so annoying. Because I couldn't face sitting on the computer chair, so I'll show you the setup I've got. If little man will let me up. Can you move? Thank you. So that's literally it. Obviously it's turned around at the minute, and I've got that to support my head, and yeah, and I'm literally in like the weirdest outfit ever. I've got like a Tommy Hilfiger sports bra on, and then some like cycling shorts, because this is the only thing I can wear that's comfortable and keeps me cool. Because if I've had some like jean shorts on, sitting all day and then, awful. So this is what I'm wearing, and we are literally just cycling between watching TikToks, doing work, watching Doctor Who, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Not even eating, which shows that I'm ill because my appetite is still just gone. That also went on the holiday, but I don't know when it was that we had COVID. We've basically just had the worst luck in the world. I'll take that back. It's probably not the worst luck in the world, but it just feels like we had such bad luck that we got ill on our anniversary holiday with a few different things. We've came back, got COVID, and then, so yesterday when I realised I couldn't do that appointment, I rang them and was like, yeah, I can't come, and they couldn't give me a like time frame for rescheduling the appointment. So I was really upset, been crying. Then I started doing some work, and my hard drive corrupted, which has all my YouTube videos on and my photography on, so it hasn't been a good time. Hopefully we're gonna get all that back though. We don't know. We're sending the hard drive away to see if we can do data recovery, but maybe not. All of my YouTube stuff might be gone. But never mind. Anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling on. I'm just complaining at this point. But you know what? I've mentioned it before. I'm not going to lie on my channel. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna stay completely positive even though we've got COVID in a heat wave. Because it's not fun. So, and somebody commented on one of my videos the other day saying that they really appreciated the fact that it was like a realistic vlog. And so hopefully I'm giving you what you want. Anyway, it's gonna be it. I'm gonna stop rambling. I've rambled for 20 minutes. I do apologize. Thank you for watching. I know it's probably not a great video, but I just wanted to update and be like, we were in isolation for probably about a week, so there's nothing exciting going on. But thank you for watching, and please just give me a pity like on the video. I would say like if you enjoyed, but so just give me a like to make me feel better and to make Oakley happy. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hopefully will see you in a more positive video at some point soon. Bye.